welcome to another video tutorial. Today we're going to be continuing the discussion on how you can actually test your review room from an applicant's perspective. Last time we came in and showed you all the different components. We showed you that everything can be turned on and off. We talked about deadlines and audit trails and all that stuff. Today we're going to be talking about some of the other tasks. So let's click on this upload your resume task. So this is literally an upload file task. We support all these different file types. You'll notice that for Microsoft Office 2007, just supported but not recommended. So what does that mean? It means that 95, 98, maybe 99% of the time, the documents will work. There are certain features in newer Microsoft Office files that don't work. And those are, you know, if you're doing something weird like installing an ActiveX component within your Microsoft Office document. So most of the times you don't have to worry about this. But if you want the best format, you know, doc files or PDF files are the best. PDF files are the best because, you know, normally they're the easiest way to communicate information with reviewer. So let's just upload a file, and I'm just going to call it a test. It's some sample document that I found on the web, sample PDF document. So let's upload this and see what it looks like. So essentially, you know, reviewer's going to upload it, then it's going to convert it, and then we're going to be able to see a preview of what all this stuff looks like. So if you take a look, you're going to see this preview over here, and this is our document. You can scroll down and read it. You'll notice it's 10 pages. If you want to go to the next page, just click on the next page button. It's pretty fast in changing the page. On the next page is actually blank. So this is a document I found off the internet, so I haven't pre-checked it before. But this is page 3. There's a table of contents. You can zoom out and in, right? You can make it smaller so it's easier to see what's on each page. You know, this is, I guess, another blank page. But you can basically run through it and look at all this stuff, and then you can also go back to maybe 100%, right, to be able to read this better. So the document viewer can be used, and obviously there are things like portions like the make a comment feature and other things, which we'll talk about in other tutorials. Now let's basically go back for a second. And let's go back to our application page. So, sorry, if I actually refresh this page, what you'll see is that now I can view, edit, or delete that. Let's show you the upload a video file. Right? If you click on this, you know, here is where you upload your video, and then you choose your video. We support all those different formats. I have a file that I have ready here. The file is a little bit big, so while this is doing its job and doing the upload, let's go back to the application and we can talk about the rest of the process, and then, you know, we'll come back and view the video once it's fully uploaded. You know, there's an option to pay a registration fee. If you click on this, basically it's going to take you to the whatever site that we've set up or whatever payment gateway we've worked with. And you know, here it's PayPal, and you can pay. It's pretty nice because you can pay with all these different credit cards. Yeah, and you can just pay with those online, and as soon as you do, when you come back, this will be turned to complete. Let's also talk about letter of reference very quickly, just because this is in the process. Essentially, you're going to put the first name, last name, email, and how you know this person. You press I'm done. That person's going to get, your reference is actually going to get an email. Once they get an email, then they're going to be able to upload the relevant material, and then you'll be able to see that this will change to complete. Anyway, so that's a lot of material to absorb, but let's focus on the submit your application process. So I'm going to click on submit your application, and when I do that, it says, are you sure you want to do this? And if I press continue, then it's going to, you know, say that I'm done and I've been moved to a pending review round. And notice that as soon as I submit my application, then I can only view things. So you must be wondering, all right, well, what if something happens such as, you know, I made a mistake. If the applicant contacts you as the administrator, then you can obviously unsubmit that particular application. And so then the user can go and edit their things. But the submit button is really there to let you know that this person is actually fully done with their application. You don't have to have it. You don't have to put a submit button, but it's recommended generally. One more thing that I'm going to mention. Now, in the beginning, I mentioned that, you know, use Google Chrome. It's great because you can use the new incognito window feature so that you could be logged in as a applicant and also be logged in a regular Chrome window as an administrator, like this window here. Now, the other thing that you can do if you don't want to do that, if you have more than one browser, so if you have Firefox or Internet Explorer, and you have more than one browser, you can be logged in as different people in each. So that's another thing to consider. But we'll see you in the next tutorial.